Alright, enough energy to run 34 more Robo Island dungeons. Now shit, wait, this is supposed to be an arena video. Alright, I think I'm at the right video now. So, first things first, when we're talking about the arena, we're going to be looking at the team setups you can take in, and I actually have two different teams I like to use for the arena. Now I say use lightly because I'm actually going to be taking one team in when I try to enter the arena, and when I'm not playing the arena and just kind of idling in the game, you know, leaving my phone in my pocket, wherever, my bra, wherever you want to leave it, I don't judge, you actually want to leave a different team selected. I'll tell you why that matters in a minute. The first team we're going to be looking at is going to be a full-on attacker beat-em-up team. And in this one, you're going to want to focus on having a very strong attacker as your leader and just monsters in the background that are going to be buffing the attack damage in one way or another. So for this case, I actually have a Glint Scale or a Glint Fang, sorry, in here, but you can safely swap them out for any attacker. So you can even throw in a Karos in here, not too high of an attack increase. We can swap them out for pretty much whoever has an attack. Do I really not have another attack monster in here? Oh. Oh no, there we go. So he increases the attack percentage by 30%. And this is because when we actually enter the arena, you're going to have manual control over your team, and you can force your team to do certain attacks. So the reason I like to take in an attacker is because we have full control of the fight. We click the buttons in the order we want to, and they'll always go first as long as we click them first, and the opponent AI doesn't react fast enough. So, as Pentacorn as our leader, I like to lead off with a stun that basically gives me 2 extra seconds to hit my next button and dishes out some damage so that the enemy leader is going to be hurt a little bit and he's going to be slowed down by 2 seconds and won't be able to counterattack. Then I like to follow up with Blade of Light. Now this attack does 330% damage and does a stage 3 bleed. This is fantastic because the 330% damage, 95% of the time, will one-shot the enemy monster. But the 5% of the time it doesn't, will kill the monster in the next 1 to 2 seconds because of the stage 3 bleed. Now, I mentioned earlier that I have two teams for the arena. The second team is actually going to be a hardcore defense team. Yep, I know, me, defense teams, thumbs up. Alrighty, so what we're going to be focusing on this one is a lot of defense and a lot of HP. This is basically going to keep you alive when you're not doing the arena. A lot of people don't realize, but when you're going to go and fight in the arena, the opponent's team will be the team that they currently have selected. So if you notice, if I select Team 3 and back out, you'll see my Team 3 out here. I've got my Pentacorn, Armorin, Mantiroar, and Magnus here. If I actually go back into my team list and select Team 5 with the Metapanzer as the leader and back out, you'll see Metapanzer is now the leader. I don't know exactly when this updates for the arena, but I do know that eventually in the arena, sometimes this team will be the one that people will fight. If I have it selected, eventually over time it'll be swapped in my arena tier. And then if I swap it back out, say I'm using my Team 2, my little hot block team over here, and back out, if I turn my game off like this and I just forget about it for a couple days, then anybody who fights me in the arena is actually going to be fighting this team. You really don't want to be taking this team up in the top 1%, maybe the top 50. It's just going to get slaughtered and you're just going to be giving the enemy free points. Alright, so let's do a quick demo of the attacker team that we've got. We've got Pentacorn, Armorin, Mantiroar, and Magnus. Let's hop in the arena, and the main goal is to basically get as close to 100% win rate as possible. This is a really weak team. We're going to go ahead and fight it anyway. I'm going to just show you guys real quick how easy one-shotting is. You don't even need an S+ team to do it. You need a very strong attacking leader with some high damage dealing abilities. If you run Robo Island on normal, you can actually go and pick up one of the Kepro style mechanical monsters, and you will be well on your way to picking up a very, very solid attacker team for your arena. So you can see we basically one-shot that, whatever that grass block was. I only care about hot block because he just sounds badass. Let's hop in the arena one more time, maybe get a little bit of a better fighter. My rank's not high. I haven't really been doing it, so we won't see too many high-ranking fighters here. But you can see the damage that's being dealt from the Pentacorn. I'm not even going to use the stun for this fight since I know for a fact that Blade of Light's going to one-shot this little Explodion baby, and it's going to be a little sad. You'll see the damage numbers here. Oh, I didn't even get to use the Blade of Light. Pentacorn just kind of ran in there with his little rainbow unicorn and did his thing. Now, you might be asking me, why the hell do I need to worry about this defense team and swapping out my teams? It doesn't give me any points or save me any points to the arena. Nothing's really happening when I'm not there. Well, something is happening when you're not there. Other people are fighting your team and getting points, but they only get those points if they win. And if you're really aiming to get first place in the arena, or even top 3, maybe even top 10, 50 maybe, you're going to want to have a defensive team in the backup lineup just in case somebody fights you and that defensive team beats them. If you think about it in this way, whenever you win, you get a net gain. You get more points. But every time you lose points. You don't stay neutral. So technically, every time you lose, you're expending a token for a loss, which will take 2 tokens to get back up. Because not only do you have to regain the points that you lost from using your previous token, but now you need to spend another token to actually get that net gain. See, the arena's all about a game of token usage. You want to make sure that all of your tokens are being used at 100% efficiency, so when the week is about to end, you don't have to use any gems as a last-minute rush to get that top 50 or top 1 place you really want. The amount of points really fluctuates per week because some people do end up using a ton of their gems at the end of the game, or sorry, end of the week, to try to boost their points just so they can get that extra couple ranks at the very end there. And having the defensive team in the backup really helps out because if the other guy uses a token to fight your team and loses, they're down 2 tokens. You're already winning at that point. You're at a net gain and they're at a net loss. Alright, now that you've got your team set up and you're finally in the arena, you're going to want to do one thing before you do anything else in here. You're going to want to pause, and you're going to want to go to the top left corner right here and make sure this little auto button is yellow. If it's blue, that means the automatic fight mode is activated and you have no control over your monsters. If that is yellow, though, it's in manual mode and you're going to be able to do everything you want with your leader. This is really important because if you have a Metapod that doesn't have a trainer, it's just going to spam Harden until it dies. You don't want your Pentacorn to spam Harden. You want it to use its stun, and you want it to poke the other guy so hard with its little horn that it dies really, really fast. So, you can see this is yellow, and we can resume, we can hit our buttons, and we can force the Pentacorn to do what we want and kill the other guys, whatever it is. Even if it's the brother Pentacorn, you want to win, and you have to have it set to manual, so you can tell it what to do, and you also want to use its strongest abilities first. Your goal is to kill the enemy's leader before they can deal anything to you, because your team is going to be very weak defensively. It's going to have the lowest defenses and the lowest amount of HP compared to the enemy monster. Even a completely poorly synergized enemy team ends up having more defenses than your synergized attacker team because they might accidentally throw in a monster that increases a leader's defense or leader's HP or anything like that. And if they happen to be running a tanky leader, then its defense is going to be naturally high anyway, and you're going to want to use your strongest abilities as quickly as possible so you can punch out the enemy monster before it can even land a single punch on you. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I really hope it helps you guys out in the arena and you can go and punch some baddie monsters out and get top ranking. Let me know in the comments section if you have any other questions. Leave a like, subscribe if you're looking for more, and let me know what you guys thought about my little intro. I've been working on it for a while, trying to learn Adobe After Effects and how to use Sony Vegas a little bit better. That's my first little project I tried with any of the tutorials that I've been using, so let me know. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.